Hey, what's going on, YouTube? What's happening? So, this is yet again CC Talk, and dropping in to do yet another somewhat ratings breakdown, but also pitch some ideas to you all that, I ran across on Twitter for the GH hashtag. It was yet another week where General Hospital, yet again, their ratings went down the shithole. And, let me just talk about their ratings in conjunction with the other soaps. Let's talk about General Hospital. How do we save General Hospital and improve on their numbers in pretty much, in my opinion, their most popular category in 18 to 34. And I read across some tweets over the latest ratings reviews and for GH Twitter, because there's always, every Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, there's always some shade in that hashtag. You just put in hashtag GH ratings and you will see the shade just like hit you dead smack in the face. I mean, it's just so good with like ideas, but yet throwing shade at the current powers to be, how they have just wrecked this show. And again, I'm going to focus in on 18 to 34. Over the years, since I've been watching General Hospital from the mid-90s on till now, General Hospital usually does really well in this category because a lot of times they have very strong young adult performers in this category, and typically if you put them in storylines where there is, say, if you have a couple of core family, children, teenagers, young adults that are in young love romances or against all odds storylines, typically their ratings go up in this category. I mean, we've all seen it from Sunny, Brenda, Lily, Sunny, Brenda, Jax, later, Carly, Sunny, AJ, Jason, Robin, Stone. Later on, you had Liaison and J. Sam. Look. The reason why 18 to 34 is struggling is because what is there to root for? Like I said in my previous video, what is there to root for in this category of 18 to 34 that is going to woo me to watch General Hospital as a young viewer? Even though I still don't like a lot of the moves with the continuing, Bold and the Beautiful, wash, rinse, repeat with Steffi, Liam, Hope, and hell, I'm not even a fan of Trip and Sierra on Days of Our Lives. But you know what they all have in common? They have core connections to their, super couple pairings that we are all fond of. And for General Hospital, they have the characters, or they should have the characters. But for whatever reason, Frank Valentini, Nathan Varney, and the rest of the powers to be just do not want to, do anything with the history to continue the storylines of these legacy characters as well as the legacy core families on the show. So I found, a few tweets just recently from, and I'm going to say their name on this because I'm not going to do the whole copy paste on my video. I could, but I just don't want to. I'm a little lazy. But this is from a tweeter by the name of Truthsayer 1992 on Twitter. And this person said specifically, and they gave pretty much 4 reasons how you could save General Hospital in this key demographic. 1, drop Nell and Oscar. I said it myself. I don't see this whole chemistry. I don't see any against all odds between Oscar and Jocelyn. I just feel like they are just nails to a chalkboard. There's nothing to root for between those two individuals. Yeah, Jocelyn is related to Jax and Carly. Then you have Oscar, who's related to Drew and Kim. But again, Kim is still a relatively new character. And again, I love Tamara Braun, but this character is just not working. It's not working. Drew has it's like General Hospital don't even know what to do with, Drew anymore, Billy Miller. And Billy Miller is one of the best actors in the last 10 years of soaps. And the fact that, now that he is no longer connected to Sam, he's just floating. And Oscar is just a dud. He is just a dud. There is no, again, characterization there that makes me go like, wow, this guy should be with Jocelyn. I mean, there's nothing. I just don't feel anything between Oscar and Jocelyn. And for me, going back to my previous video on the previous week's ratings, I even said, the way General Hospital could get their ratings up, they should do a murder mystery and just kill off between 8 to 10 characters and just clean house. And that includes a character like an Oscar, and many others after that, because that's how you can re-energize a soap. Yeah, will there be some, newer GH fans over the last several years who just watched the show probably be mad? Sure. But at the end of the day, core GH fans who have been watching since, the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s, they would root for this move big time, because GH just needs to be re-energized again. Nell, again, that baby shower only got 2,000 viewers. 2,000 viewers, not 20,000, not 25, 2,000. That usually when you get 2,000 viewers in a ratings category for these soaps, it's usually in the, the 18 to 34, 18 to 49, but the fact that it was just only in households, are you kidding? And it seems like the brass only believes that Nell is going to carry this mantle of being like this new Carly or something. And again, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Again, does Carly need a few adversaries on this show? Absolutely, because Carly has made her enemies over the last 20. How long has Carly been on? About 25 years? She has made her enemies. But I just don't feel Nell is that character. So they definitely need to drop Nell. Real talk. Then Truthsayer says, number 2, age Cameron to a teenager. Pair him with Jocelyn in an against all odds storyline. Then how you help 18 to 49 is get Liz versus Carly going at it over this pairing. Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Because to me, Liz versus Carly makes so much sense, since they both can't fucking stand each other. And the fact that you could have their children being in a relationship, going back and forth, I mean, that would be some good stuff. Considering Cam is the son of Liz and Xander, who was once a bad boy, maybe you can age Cameron into being kind of like that bad boy with a heart of gold. And then Jocelyn kind of gets wet in the panties for him, being like, oh, you so fine, you so sexy. And then she could kind of mosey over to him, and then Carly can be looking at that situation. Oh, hell no, you ain't get with none of Liz's sons. You got the game toe up. And Liz be like, well, what's wrong with my boy? My boy is, a wonderful young man, being like she's going to defend her son at all odds, just like how Carly's going to defend her daughter at all odds, you know what I'm saying? And it could just cause that little bit of a rift between those two young people, where they can just be together and have a romance on that show. Because how old is Jocelyn? Is she 15, 16, 17 years old? It's come on, General Hospital. You can soar ass Cameron. It's about time y'all soar ass that kid. Because yes, is Rebecca Herbst still, looking like she is still 25, and she has made the deal with the devil, and she has found the fountain of youth. Absolutely. But if my girl Kristen Alfonso can suck it up and be a grandmother looking as fierce and as bomb as she is on Days of Our Lives, Rebecca Herbst can suck it up and have a teenage son on General Hospital. I'm just saying. Then go on to number 3. I guess this person just is bearing to repeat. Kill Nell. Bring back Serena Baldwin and put her in a quad with Michael, Kiki, and Griffith. Again, brilliant idea. All of those characters, Michael, Serena, Kiki, and Griffin, are all in that, mid to late 20s? Come on now. And they're all connected to what? Classic legacy characters on the show. Michael is, related to Carly and AJ and Sonny. Serena is related to Scotty and Dominique. Kiki is related to Ava and Silas. Griffith is related to Duke. Come on. That is brilliant. That is perfect. And I'm willing to bet you could get a lot of chemistry out of all 4 of those individuals if you give them the right material and writing and do a slow burn with it, and you can have yourself a good old party with those 4, because Michael ain't doing nothing on this show but worrying that baby of his, and it's just like he ain't doing nothing. Griffith has just broken up with Ava. He's now hopping in bed with Kiki. It would be brilliant to bring back Serena Baldwin full time. This is perfect. This is perfect. And then the person's, last but not least, says, bring back Christina and finally do the lesbian love story that, the fans want. And absolutely, I'm not saying all the fans, but most of the fans that have watched Christina and, Parker being in that love story, a couple of years back, really didn't enjoy it. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was network influence or, Frank, being that he got a lot of pressure from the middle America crowd, was like, no, we can't have more gay people on this show or gay characters on this show. So, and yeah. But I feel like Christina and Parker would actually energize a segment in, if you want to be, let's keep it real, and I'm saying this for all 4 soaps, if you want to stay cosmopolitan and bring on new viewers, and not just viewers from middle America and from the deep south, and you want to bring in people from Seattle, New York, Detroit, LA, DC, you will do a lesbian love story like Christina and Parker. You feel what I'm saying? And again, it's all about the writing. If you write it well, they will come back. So I don't understand why this show, under the idiots in charge, as this person pretty much said, the idiots in charge are just sitting here just like, no, we're not going to do that. Just sitting on their collective thumbs and not making these moves happen. It's about to be summertime. And there is nothing that has a purpose in this age category that is making me go like, oh man, those young people in that 18 to 34 is really getting me to watch General Hospital again. And again, General Hospital has always been the leader of the young demographic as far back as Luke and Laura. So for this show to be struggling so much in 18 to 34 speaks volumes. And yeah, they'll probably get some numbers next week because of the nurses' ball, starting from last week and then wrapping up towards the end of the week. But once that's over, what else are they going to provide going into, the rest of May and going into June? Nothing. So General Hospital could do themselves so many favors right now by connecting core legacy characters, or just core characters that are are the product of classic characters on the show, and building young adult storylines on this show again, and really wooing the fans back into watching, because that's how you bring back 18 to 34. Because 18 to 34 is an impressionable demographic, because most of the time that demographic, they want to see drama, but they want to see young love romance blossoming in the afternoon. It's only us people who are 18 to 49 and 25 to 54, we might want to see a little bit more, I don't know, carnage and mayhem every once in a while. But in that demographic, a lot of times young women want to watch and live vicariously through female characters in these young pairings. And General Hospital is just not providing that. They're just not providing that. And again, it's because of the idiots in charge. It's just, I don't know. It's ridiculous. But feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about these ideas. I really do think that they were good ideas. I will leave the person's link at the bottom, because I just think that they had some good ideas. Hell, this person ought to be running, General Hospital with some of the ideas they have. I don't even know if they are a General Hospital bigly fan like that, but shit, something's better than nothing, right? And yeah, so talk to you all later. Peace for now. Bye.